Vergil Ortiz picks up the vacant WBO International Welterweight title. Okay, so the International Welterweight WBO title, which was vacant, now belongs to Vergil Ortiz. So forget about the WBO International Welterweight title, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. Yeah, forget about that. What we just saw was a spectacular fight. Spectacular. Is that a good word? Is that a good descriptive term of what we just saw? Spectacular. I think it is. I think it is a good term. It was spectacular. Stop. It was spectacular. Ortiz, who you see there, was just banging in work to the body. And Maurice Hooker, he was problematic, as he always is for me. Maurice Hooker. He always seems so tentative, you know? Always seems so damn tentative. Let's have a look where I've seen him looking tentative before. Okay, maybe I'm being a bit harsh versus Jose Carlos Ramirez. That was a good fight. But he folded. He folded in the 6th round. Then he fought Uriel Perez. Okay, beat him in 1 round, so obviously that was a mismatch. And then he came back against Vergil Ortiz and folded in the 7th. You know, folded in the 6th, then he folded in the 7th. He seems to fold against heavy hitters. He does fold against heavy hitters, and the counter argument to that is, well, people tend to fold against it. Well, yeah, but instead of using his strengths, instead of Maurice Hooker using his strengths, using his jab, using his range, instead of using his strength to keep the guy on the outside with an authoritative jab and then come over the top or grind on the bottom with a powerful right. No, it's a bit too dainty. That's the word. Maurice Hooker has always been a bit too dainty for me. Early in the fight, we saw him kind of fall over on the ground, and to me, that's always a bad sign. You don't want to fall over. You don't want to just fall over from a non-punch, just a bit of physical contact, grappling, stand-up grappling, and you're rolling on the ground. That's a negative sign, outward sign, and it's a negative inward sign. It's just negative. If you're going to fall over, bring the guy down with you. That shows more grit. So my problem with Maurice Hooker just seems a bit too dainty and just lacking grit. Now I know those are harsh words to say about the next champion, but when it gets really rough, as it do with the Ramirez, and then with the Vergil Ortiz Jr., it just feel like Maurice Hooker is gonna tap out. I'm sorry. You just get the feeling he's gonna tap out. Now, once again, that could be said to be harsh because Vergil Ortiz has never gone beyond the 7th round in his 17th fight. So he takes people out. He's a legitimate killer. He really is a legitimate killer. And a very polite one at that, a very courteous one. Only age 22, sky's the limit, welterweight, orthodox, good height at 5'10", decent height, strong, punches with bad intentions, and he can box too. The kid can box too, that's a damn good package. But yeah, Maurice Hooker, on the other hand, I'm afraid he lacks that grit, the grit that I'm looking for. I don't see it in Maurice Hooker. Just a little bit. When the going gets really rough, Maurice Hooker somehow gets out of there. Credit to Maurice. He did put it together well at times. He did mark up. He did have Ortiz marked up, you know what I mean? It looked like somebody taking some red paint to Ortiz's face, from the eyes up to the forehead, all marked up. So, yeah, credit to Maurice Hooker, but there's just that grit that seems to be lacking at the very highest level. Yeah. So that's the story. That's the story anyway. That's the story of one hell of a fight. So credit to Maurice for being half of a very highly entertaining fight. Credit to Maurice for that, and congratulations to Vergil Ortiz Jr. on his victory. And no, he now goes to 17 wins, 17 fights, 17 wins, and 17 KOs. Highly entertaining affair. Sir Raphael Dawkins, The Combat Radio. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment, share, and I'm out.